Welcome to the Daft Previews show. It's Dan and Luke again. We've made a little bit of a commitment to each other and our viewers and to rugby league history, who seems to leave a comment on every single video telling us it's the longest tipping video he has ever seen. We're going to get this one done a little bit shorter for you. All right. It's late on a Wednesday evening. We got shit to do. So we'll give you the absolute juice nice and early. Luke, how would you explain the last round of football in 3 words?
Big margins.
Big margins. Yeah, it really was. And look, we both weren't surprised. It surprised by like 50-point wins, but we were expecting some blowouts at this time.
We were, and my Anaconda bet, for those of you who followed, it sucked because I missed on the second leg. It was done. But basically, like Melbourne 13 plus, like all these other ones.
Para second half.
Yeah, like got those. Yeah, I literally missed 2 legs, which was the Warriors over 19.5 points and then under 41 in the Panthers Rabbitohs game. And if it wasn't for Penrith just not defending on that right edge, would have been all right. Yeah. But other ones were like just easy, like Para second half handicap, we covered, Sharks 13 plus, everything.
Yeah, it came home good. So you're going to do another one?
Yeah, I'm probably going to do another one. I've learned from my mistakes and trusting basically the theme of my tips and bets you'll see tonight, guys, is if they're not in the finals and they're playing away from home, they're going to be shit. Like, what's the point? So
let's shit on them. Let's get into it, shall we?
Rip in.
Kicking off tomorrow night, 7:50, Suncorp Stadium. It's the Brisbane Broncos versus Parramatta Eels. The Eels are $1.60 favourites. Broncos $2.35. The line is 3.5 points. Total points we're looking at is 48.5. Only notable change of the lineups here. Selwyn Cobbo, suffering from a little bit of fatigue, so he's going to be rested this week. Bizarre. Thoughts on this one? Odds right? Should Para be short?
I think odds are right. As crazy as it sounds, the Broncos head-to-head is something I like because Para are just so inconsistent. Like, they're you can't take them as favourites. Like, I think that's another rule is just stay away from them when they're favourites. They need to be underdogs. They beat a Dogs team who were pretty shit last week, but then shut the bed the week prior in South. So
absolutely,
when they were favourites. So yeah, I would take Broncos head to head or this one. If you can get 4.5 points somewhere, I'd jump on that as well. Historically, Bronx beat them earlier in the year as well. So I know the Broncos aren't playing well, but Para is so inconsistent. So yeah, Para.
You're a ballsy man.
Yeah.
I'm a one-eyed Broncos supporter, and I don't want to go near him at the moment. But I think I'm probably just very butthurt and disappointed. And it's going to take a win for me to change my mind on them. Like, I can't even tell you what I think is going to happen. If I'm going to build an Anaconda 2 with a fair bit of juice in it, I like the first half points over. That's 23.5. Looking at 4 converted tries. There was 34 points in the first half of their first matchup, 30 points in the first half of the previous matchup as well, March last year. So high scoring first halves we've seen. I don't like the defense of either team, and I think whilst they're fresh, we could see some points. I think under a bit of fatigue, we could see some errors. I'm seeing a high scoring first half and a lower scoring second half. I did want to go total overs, but 48.5 points is a lot of fucking points.
Yeah, it's huge.
The Broncos attack's not necessarily singing right now, so
I actually probably the unders then. That's a good point. I think under.
You reckon?
I think these are two teams like Broncos need to win to stay.
These are the worst teams in the top 8.
Yeah. You've got they are actually would be. But you've got literally the Broncos need to win, otherwise there's dangers they could slip out of the 8. And Para still want to try and make top 4, and they know how hard it is to win the comp outside the top 4. Mitch Moses back a second week, so I like the unders. I think this is going to be a game where they, both are pretty desperate to win. Apart from the blowout last year, when Broncos were shit, they've gone under that. They did go 50 points earlier this year, but otherwise they go unders every week. So
if we like the unders,
increase the.
I'm thinking second half unders.
Okay.
Second half unders have hit the last 5 times they've played.
not bad.
So I don't like betting unders though.
Yeah, because you could be dead. At some places overs, you can think you're always a chance.
Yeah, but if
I'm going to go safe. I'm going to go under 56.5, $1.30. Play it safe first leg.
You're a fucking cat, honestly.
I want my Anaconda to be alive. It died on the first leg last week, and then it was alive the whole way down. So head's going to be alive.
That's the worst. What am I looking at? First half, because I'm not absolutely hot in that first half one, but let me have a gander real quick. First half tries, under 5.5 tries, $1.20. I really don't like betting with my teams playing because I fucking can't see. Like there's no logic here. It's all emotion, and right now I'm just dirty on them. But at the same time, I don't want to bet on Parramatta, even though that's where I think it's going to go. Like I'm not in for that. Like I win either way type of thing. Like that's not how I roll. Like, I normally search the market to find something Bronco positive, but I'm just not very positive right now. So I'm going to do a teaser on what you've done. Oh, I'm not teasing nothing. I'm doing the opposite. I'm going over 40.5 points for my first leg of this Conda.
Okay.
Over 40.5. Simple. $1.30. I do have some juice later on in the round, but to kick things off, not very juicy. But you like the Broncos to win that one.
Yeah, I think Broncos. I'm going to tip the Broncos. Put it that way.
You're a bad man. All right, let's get into Filthy Friday because I don't want to talk about Brisbane anymore because I'm feeling a bit anxious. What do we have? First game is Penrith versus the Warriors at Bluebet Stadium at 6 p.m. The Panthers are into $1.03 now. $1.05 when I put some bets up yesterday, but $1.03. The Warriors are at $13. On Double, the Warriors are actually $31. I don't know if that's moved since.
That's changed. I took it down. I did see that though.
Yeah? Okay. I took it down. Either way, I'm not going to touch it. But the line on this one is 29.5 points. And total match points we're looking at is 50.5. Penrith have won the last 100 games against the Warriors. The stats that I look at, that they don't go far enough, but their more recent matchup, Penrith won 40-6 at Moreton Daily Stadium this year. So what are your thoughts on your boys here? Can we cover the 29.5?
Yeah,
the Warriors are a shit team. They are away.
They are away. They're a shit team. They're covering that. It's basically outside of Cleary. It's full strength Penrith. They're getting presented with the minor premiership. Lachlan, I believe you're driving and you're texting that, so stop drink driving.
That's very dangerous.
Texting, he's drink driving. Warriors 13+. You're fucking high. So yeah, I think Penrith cover that line. I can't see. Yeah, I'm
second leg. They're in.
Yeah.
20. It's a lot of points, but based off what we saw last week, could this be a flat spot for Penrith? Minor premiership secured. You're going to win regardless.
I think because it's going to be a sellout. It's them getting the minor premiership presentation. It's Luai and Fisher Harris back. I just think the boys are just going to be rolling against the Warriors team, who really just counting down how many. This is are they away next week, the Warriors, or at home? So I think there's probably their last flight to Australia. I'll just double check that while I'm looking up. Last flight to Australia for about 4 or 5 months, so they're probably looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they've got. They play Titans next week in Auckland. So yeah.
Ooh, they're really looking forward to that. What do you think is more likely? Penrith cover 30 points or score 40 points?
I'd say score 40 would be probably. Is that their points line?
That's their points line. Warriors conceded 48 against Cowboys. They conceded 48 to South.
42 to Canterbury as well. They scored 42, so what the fuck? I like scoring points.
So someone's scoring 40 the last 3 games.
Nah, I'd still take the minus 29.5.
They've also conceded, 44 to Manly, 70 to Melbourne.
Yeah, they're good for a blowout. If you look at their away form, they do concede.
And 40 to Penrith. So,
yeah.
I'm taking Penrith to score 40 here. instead of covering that line just in case, Edward Coasey gets a little bit toey, starts diving over lines and shit. Dallin, who knows what happens with that bloke? He's a dangerous man. So
I think also Penrith, a lot of their players will be rested next week, so this is probably and they probably know it. So
final
if you can get on an early handicap market for next week's game against the Cowboys, load up on the Cowboys, ones with the do cash out like Sportsbet, because Penrith are probably going to name a very weak team and probably lose next week. So
yeah, well, Cowboys want to sit in that top 2, right?
Correct.
They want to go 3-4. So
and they're at home. Penrith won't send players up to Townsville with the chance that the same Cowboys have to come down and play them next week.
Yeah. So. Rest the coach even. All right, the next game, one I'm really looking forward to. I reckon this game is going to be fucking excellent. State of Origin vibes, I must say. It's a Melbourne Storm versus Sydney Roosters. The Storm at $1.55. The Roosters $2.45. The line is 4.5. If you like total match points, it's 44.5 points here. Melbourne are the favourites. I think deservedly so, given their recent form, and they're playing at Amy Park. You see any value in the dog here?
No, I like Storm. Storm minus 4.5.
Yeah, I think they've been dominant against the Roosters, though. They've won the last 5.
Yeah, they're good against the Roosters. Apart from Penrith, Melbourne pretty good against most of the big teams. The Roosters, they've flogged their last 3 games, but they've played the Broncos, that we just talked about, a bit out of form. The Cowboys, who have been very patchy, and then the Tigers, who are absolutely useless. Before that, they played the Pride game against Manly, and they only just beat. They didn't flog them.
Yeah,
they didn't roll through them, and that was a very weak Manly team at Brookvale Oval. So I think Melbourne are a class above them, and I think whilst everyone's loving getting on the hype of the Roosters because they've won 6 in a row, I think Storm cover the line here.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the Storm do cover. I think the Roosters have a bit of that Manly of 2021 vibe to them. They're absolutely bashing everyone that they're supposed to.
Yeah.
They play a great style. They got a good coach, and they're ruthless when they're on top. But against teams like Melbourne, I don't see where the Roosters have an advantage.
No.
I think they kind of balance each other out, these teams, but Melbourne just have more match winners.
Yeah.
For the Roosters, you kind of like Teddy's number one. Kiri can create something if he's given space, but with the way that Melbourne are playing at the moment, no one's got space. Harry Grant's a fucking lunatic. Munster's the most informed player in the comp. Hughes is still fucking excellent. Nofaluma's settling in well. And if Nick Meaney and Munster switching positions throughout the game, they're dangerous. Brandon Smith at lock's playing really well. And I know Felice Kafusi's back, but if Nelson spends any time in the second row, I couldn't figure out any game plan on how to stop him. I watched this bloke terrorize Ezra Mam last week, and I was just, what can you do, honestly? If you're a coach of a rugby league team, how would you stop Nelson in the second row?
Probably try and break his leg or something. Injure him.
Yeah. You might target him in attack, but at the same time, it's not very easy. They cut it off a lot of time. I think they work very well together, so he's not really out of position. So if Nelson plays in the second row, I think that's going to be dangerous. Both benches are very strong too. If anything, the Roosters probably have a stronger bench, but I think just the match winners of Melbourne playing in Amy Park, really, I think it's worth more than 4.5 points. I think it should be like 6.5.
Agree.
But yeah, I'm taking that 4.5 from Melbourne. Can't tell you whether it's going to be a high scoring game or not. If they both compete well, it could be lower scoring, around the 40s, high 30s perhaps. I don't see them necessarily going try for 80 minutes. So we're both on Melbourne to cover.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious. Into our slutty Saturday. Canberra $1.25 against the Manly Sea Eagles at $4 in Canberra, GIO Stadium. The line is 13.5, so that's moved a bit already. And the total points is at 51.5. So bit of a trap game, because I think we spoke about this last week and even probably the week prior. Canberra need to win, but they don't 13 plus anyone.
No.
They only beat Newcastle by 6. They beat the Dragons by 2, Gold Coast by 12, and the Warriors by 12. They're like the worst teams going around, and they couldn't 13 plus them.
Mm-hmm.
Manly playing for pride, which they obviously don't support. They've been getting blown off the park ever since. 46 against Cronulla, 44-24 Gold Coast, lost to 16 to Parramatta, 10 by the Roosters, 14 to the Dragons. So we've got conflicting data. The data says Manly love getting blown out and Canberra doesn't like the blowing. So what are your thoughts on this one? I know Canberra's your second favourite team in the comp.
Oh, close
Where
second.
you lean?
I like the value Canberra 1 to 12 at 370.
Ooh.
I can't see them 13 plussing them. They're not. Did you see Jack White and kick the other day? Kick
Oh,
it
yeah. Out of the four, I thought of you straight away.
Every time. I just can't. This Canberra team, I don't think they should make the finals. I don't think if they make the finals, they're going to do anything. They're not like playing any good football. Like, they've had games. Yeah, they should be. They've played St. George and Knights in like must-win games, and they've struggled. Like, the Knights just shut the bed in the second half. They should have beaten them. And the Dragons, they lost by 2, and Dragons probably should have had a penalty on full time against. But before that, they played a Penrith team missing half their players and got flogged. They're not playing any good football. They're Manly on the other side. There's so many problems there. It could be a game that just rock up and go, fuck it, let's just have a run and have a laugh and throw the ball around.
No laughing. No laughing.
Yeah, no laughing matter.
They're not laughing.
But they just don't seem like, I can't be confident to say that the Raiders are going to put them away.
Yeah.
Even because they've been in this boat every week, they need to win, and they're in the exact same boat last couple of weeks.
That's
and
right.
They haven't been convincing to me where I'm like, these guys are going to really have a crack at the 8. Yeah, they're just, yeah.
They're a negative 25 at the moment. The Broncos are a plus 21. So the Broncos, could lose by 13 plus to Parramatta, which would be extremely disappointing. But then Canberra need to fucking blow someone out soon, or they're not going to get there. Even
Hobbo just said in the chat, it was crazy how calm was at halftime and having Raiders head-to-head last. I had Raiders head-to-head in that like Anaconda as well.
So did I, Adam.
It was $1.30, and it was another group I have a punters club with. We needed Raiders to win, and I was like, they'll win, but they're not going to. Again, you weren't convinced the whole way through. They've never been putting teams away. So 1 to 12, I think they win. 370.
The data does say 1 to 12. Put it this way: Canberra have won 12 games this year. 10 of them are 1 to 12,
and you're getting 4 to 1 basically. Something they should be hitting at a 25% strike rate
against the Pride boys. I don't like either, so I'm going to take Canberra over 25.5 at $1.36. So not confident in this game. Data's conflicting. I don't like either team. I don't like watching either team, to be honest. I don't like anything about them. I don't like the color of the jerseys. I don't like the coaches. If I go back in history, I actually don't like any of their players either. So I'm choosing to bitch it and go somewhat safe with that one. The second game on our slutty Saturday, though, odds shorter than my penis. We see the Cronulla Sharks versus Canterbury Bulldogs at PointsBet Stadium. Cronulla at $1.07. The Dogs are at $9. The line is 23.5 points. And if you're looking at total points, 49.5 here. So the Dogs were somewhat competitive when Mick Potter joined. They've lost their last 3. They lost to the Cowboys by 14. They got pumped by the Warriors and then absolutely pumped by Parramatta. Cronulla seem to be improving, getting as they get closer towards the finals, looking to secure top 4. What are your thoughts on this one? The fuck, 23.5.
Dogs under 12.5 at $1.70.
Ooh, please tell me why.
The Dogs, he's right. Mick Potter, they looked like an amazing team in attack, but now they've gone back to their old ways. They didn't even look like scoring last week. Like they were so shit. They made Para look good. First in Cronulla, who are very good defensively. When they've got their full team on, they're hard to beat. So, and it's my theory. Teams traveling Shark Park. It's unless something changes, it's Cronulla's last home game of the year because I think the first week of finals they're going to have to play in Sydney because their stadium's not big enough. So they got Fafita's last game there, so they'll be up for it. They're just a well-drilled team versus a team that just has nothing to play for, so there's not going to be much motivation. The Sharks last week against Manly, their only try came from intercept in like the last minute or two from Cherry Evans. So otherwise they were going 40-0.
They're going to shut them out.
Yeah, conceded 12 against the Tigers. The 18 against the Dragons was a bit of a second half comeback there, but otherwise, I think defensively they're not. Only the top teams can really figure them out.
Oh, that Dogs one is. I'm having a look. I was going to have a dabble at the team score double.
Okay.
I was originally looking at Sharks to score over 31, Dogs 11 to 20 at $3.70. But if you take Dogs 0 to 10, it's $2.85.
It's not bad. I might put a fat snake one, put that in there, fat anaconda.
Or you could be slutty with it, do a same game multi, and take Cronulla to score over 31, and then tease it to the Dogs under 16.5. I don't think they convert 3 tries. They may score.
Matt Burton is not a great goal kicker, so
no, not his forte.
No.
So let me just have a quick dabble at this. Let's go. Sharks over 29.5. Dogs under 16.5. $1.75.
Not bad.
I'm gonna have a taste of that one. That's what I'm on. I'll take that one. Your late game on Saturday night. It's a mouth-watering clash actually at a core stadium. Rabbitohs versus the Cowboys. Rabbitohs $1.50. Cowboys $2.60. The line is 6.5 points. Total points you're looking at 48.5 in this one. What are your thoughts? What happens here?
I at first thought, and I still lean this way. I like the overs.
Yeah, looking back historically, the overs has been quite a hot play, I must tell you.
Yeah, and if you
64, 61, 48, 48, and then 41. So last two have been very high scoring affairs. That 48.5 is a bit intimidating for me, though.
It is. So I'd be looking at like an alternate line, so like over 42.5 or over 40.5. How much is that paying? If we go total points markets, alternative total match points over 40, 43.5, $1.42. Otherwise, yeah.
What's the first half line? Like 21 or something? Can't fucking find it. First half points. Here we go. 23.5 in the first half. That's 4 converted tries we're looking for here. It has hit last 2 games, though. I'm thinking that first half could be arousing. There was 24 scored in the South v Penrith game, and we thought that was going to go unders. That was in the first half. 24 bangers. What else do we got?
Otherwise, what I do like is South's head-to-head $1.50.
They do have a good record against the Cowboys. They've won their last 5.
Yeah, 5 in a row against them. They're at home.
Cowboys have to travel.
Cowboys traveling. They're still playing top 4 football, top 2 in Cowboys' case.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take them $1.50.
No Dearden either. No Dearden.
Yeah, $1.50.
So they got the hammer at fullback, so they're going to lack creativity in their ball playing out the back, which Drinkwater seems to excel at, and he's playing at 6. So, I do like South to win here. I'm trying to see if I can get more juice. I think there could be some points on, though. South proved last week they're not the greatest defensive team. So, if I take South to win, take the Cowboys to score some points, well, the Cowboys are going to scored 18 in a loss against the Roosters. The Roosters are much better defensively in comparison to South, in my opinion. So I think the Cowboys can still score. I'll go 15.5 to be safe. I'm looking at $2.37. Rabbitohs to win, Cowboys to score 16 points.
Not bad.
Fucking take it to the bank, boys. All right, into your slutty Sunday. We've got the West. Oh god, one of these games again.
They really fuck these Sunday games, though. They're so
Sunday's
shit.
just not worth it, man.
They're
I don't know.
shit. These games
I
are
might,
shit.
I might put a lamb shoulder on the fucking on
Weber?
the smoker.
Yeah, go for
it. Got a fucking heckler in the chat. So Cameron Best, we had the semis in our NRL fantasy. He whooped me. I had I think I had a fucking shit show. Like I've got too many Brisbane players in my team, so you can imagine they had nothing. I think Payne Haas scored like 40 something points in fantasy. The fucking loser. It was just I had Cobo. He scored 15 points. It was fucking shit. So thanks for bringing that up, Camo. You bloody legend. Into your games on Sunday. The Tigers are 325 outsiders against the Dragons at $1.35. The line is 9.5 points. Total points we're looking at 52.5. So I do like the Dragons to win. They've been competitive. They're still playing the way that they have all year, really. Like they're doing all right. They haven't sacked it yet. They've been putting in effort every single time. So whereas the Tigers, how do you respond after 72-6?
No, they're done. I also like the Dragons. 9.5. Ooh. Getting a bit out there.
Yeah, it's a decent number.
You just think the Tigers.
The Dragons' last 2 wins, they've covered 9.5 pretty easily.
I think you've got to ignore the Roosters game. They got flogged and a lot went they just didn't stick. But before that, they lost 36-12 against Cronulla, again another top 8 team. Newcastle they only lost by 4. They beat the Broncos. Lost when they should have won against the Cowboys. They lost by 2 points against a weak Penrith team. 8 to Para. It's hard.
Speaking of Tigers, I saw Adam Dewey on Tuesday.
Did you say
Nah, fuck no.
Good man.
Poor bloke. I just heckle him, so I just chose to say nothing and just give him the eyes,
Yeah.
But tough one to find something at $1.90.
What I do like is either team 1 to 12 is paying $2.
Either team 1 to 12. So
just in case the Tigers fucking show up and again, these are 2 teams that aren't in the finals. So it's very hard to say
they're playing at CommBank.
Who's going to be up for it more? Who's going to be, desperate? It's the 2 teams got nothing to play for. So I like that it's and historically between these 2 teams, earlier in the year, Saints only beat them 12-6. Last year, Tigers actually beat them 34-18, then 16-8. Then by 10, the Tigers beat them in 2020. The Tigers have actually won 4 of their last 5 head-to-head. So they don't mind St. George. And the only time they did lose was this year. It was only by 6 points. So I'm going to take either team 1 to 12. At $2.
What a brave man.
Thank you.
What am I looking at? I like a lot of points in this game, but 52.5 tells me the fucking book is expecting a lot too. So I'm looking to find some value here. The Dragons, they've let in 18, 22, and 26 points their last 3. So they let in 26 points and still won by 20 against the Gold Coast. So that tells me things are getting very loose in the Illawarra Dragons. So I'm looking at some value by picking a Tigers points line. But the thing is, we know Gold Coast like to score points, whereas the Tigers don't really. So it's a fucking tough one. I'm going to take an alternative line for the Dragons, -5.5. Just bring that in a little bit. I don't want to watch this game. I don't want to sweat on this game. I think Ben Hunt still got a lot to prove. Playing for a bench spot in the Kangaroos team, I think. And Amon's actually doing all right. So St. George -5.5 for me. I think there'll be a lot of points, though. Just see if the Tigers come to the party. Another match for the Degenerates. Should be exciting, though. I think this has good same-game multi-potential.
This is the game.
Because the Knights mainly score with Dominic Young and Edric Lee. and the Titans normally score with Dave Fafita, Bo Fermor. There's value in that.
Mm-hmm.
Jojo Fafita, Marzi, they're probably a chance, but because the Titans are favourites, probably not a lot of value in them. So I like the Knights wingers and Titans second rolls in this one. So I will be tuning into this one on Channel 9. But we've got the Titans $1.45, the Knights $2.75, the line 7.5 points, and total points of 54.5.
Jesus.
Jeez. So what are your thoughts on this one? What are you going to sweat on? Do you want it to be a leg that you could hedge?
That's a good shout, actually. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's look to do that. This is the points
They
are too
are playing
high
at the Gold Coast too. So
yeah, the points are too high though for me. I just don't think Newcastle can put on a ton of points.
they put 38 on them earlier this year. That's where Edric Lee bagged like 57 tries himself.
That's right. That was before a Panthers game. I do remember that now. I'm gonna go because it's gonna be a tie as well. Fuck. Yeah, I will go Titans minus 7.5. What's the head-to-head records? Knights actually don't have a bad head-to-head record.
Yeah.
No. 2 and 3.
But at Seabus, the Titans have been lapping them. 26 points and 30-point wins.
Yeah. Titans, again, a team out of the finals traveling away team. So it'll be Newcastle. Titans minus 7.5. And that'll be edge if you have to. So
yeah. No, it's a good shout. I'm going to look at the Titans to score 30 points. Over 29.5, so $1.71. I think win or lose, they can score that. They've hit that both times at Seabus Super Stadium. They scored quite a few points, actually, the Titans. 26 and 44 in their last two outings. The Knights gave 28 to Canberra. That was all in the second half, wasn't it? Or 22 in the second half.
Yep.
They gave 28 to Brisbane, and Brisbane's attack was terrible in that game. So looking at the last fortnight and the fact it's at Gold Coast, I checked the weather. It's going to be sunny for the next couple of days too. So nice, hot and hard track for the Titans to get some points happening. All right. Let's take a step back and look at our work. What odds did you get? What's the snake?
I got 180 to 1, basically, with a power play.
Give it a power play. Fuck. I got $82.61 I got.
You're not brave enough.
I'm not. But how much are we throwing down? What are you thinking?
I've got 30 on it to return $5,000.
Jesus, mate, you gotta fucking settle the fuck down.
I need to slow down. I
know. How much are you returning?
$5,399.13.
Ooh. Ooh. Well, mine's $82.61. I'm going to put 50 on it. Returning 4.1k. So hopefully we're not as shit as we think we are.
Well, I think there's a winner there at least out of us two.
I think there is. Speaking of winners, you did win last week's bet. What was the bet in last week's? The last round? The Titans game, actually. I thought when fucking Francis Molo got sin bin, I'm like, here we go. And then the Dragons just started running in all these tries. Oh, fuck me. So, everyone who's listening live, it's giveaway time. I'll get you a slab of beer. Was it slab of beer that I said that we're giving out? Fuck.
I thought it was bonus bets. I thought.
You want bets? You want beers? Beers or bets? It's up to you. The code word that I want you to put in the chat now is Francis Molo, because his high shot inspired his team and ultimately forced me to fund this. So throw in Francis Molo into the chat, and I want you to put a hashtag beer or bet next to it. Tell me where you want these funds to go. Beer or bet? You are right on time. Nighthawk Gaming, you're right on time, baby. So Francis Molo, Put it in the chat. Put hashtag B or hashtag bet. You let me know what you want to win. Fucking Francis Molo. What do you get? 4 weeks for that? Motherfucker, should have got life. Fuck me. While that fills up, Jimmy only got 1 week for his almighty spray.
That's bullshit. That's
just
fucked.
Just because he's a nice guy.
That's fucked. That's yeah. He literally got sin bin and then went back for more and got sand. That was fucked.
Fucking. You gave it to him. He was like, he wasn't going to get off. He wasn't going to get off the field. He was full carry on. He was almost I think he went first actually, but what's his name? Anthony Joshua.
Yeah,
he had a fucking James Tarmel moment.
He did. It's a bit odd. So it's supposed to be a punch in the head for the half an hour. Yeah.
While this chat fills up, did you watch the Usman fight?
I did.
That's the last leg of one of my multis. It was fucking brilliant.
He had the fight up until then too.
I know. In that last minute of that fight, I actually stopped watching it. I actually had Sportsbet open and I was checking the other legs I had going. Like I think I bet on the AFL and stuff. I was just checking the scores. I was like, "This is a win, $1.26 tick coming up." And then I just heard, "Whoa!"
That's crazy though. What? That's insane.
Yeah, that's a bad beat. The fuck? Would you accept Francis Ngannou?
Yeah, go on.
Hey, make sure you tell me what you want to win. Hashtag bet or hashtag B. Tell us what you want. Motherfucking Francis Molo. God damn it. And we'll give him 1 more minute to fill this in. I don't normally do this. Haven't done this for a long time, but I'm getting a bit desperate. So I just put this try scorer multi on for the round. Just, I wanted to round down the account, had an extra $7 in there. Didn't like how it looked. And I ended up putting on something that has a 98k return. And as I was driving home from work today, all I was thinking about was that winning, putting it out in the world. And I was just thinking about how I spend the funds. So
I used to have a lotto tickets.
What do you do with 98k? Pay off some debts? Do you spend it on yourself? Do you punt it? I was thinking I could roll that. I reckon I can get one bet at $1.50. I reckon.
Nah, I wouldn't be gaming. I don't know. I think it's similar to pokies though. I feel like if I ever won big, I'm not a big slapper, but I feel like if I ever won like a grand jackpot, because again I'm not a big slapper. So if I ever did win the grand, I don't know if I'd ever play him again. I think if I ever won 100,000 and one multi, I don't know if I'd. It'd be hard to get the thrill of excitement of doing an anaconda and putting $30 on it again. Like you'd have to be like, it's not going to be
true.
Is it gonna? You're just gonna have to increase your stakes. Like
since I won that 10k, like even if you win a couple $100 on a bet, it means nothing. Like it's gotten to the point where I have to win thousands. It's a dangerous game.
And then when you're losing, you would take a $20 winner, but it's
we'll take it. All right. No more bets. Have you got everyone's name?
Yeah.
You got them all? You got the most recent one?
Yeah.
How many entrants have we got?
We got 6.
We got 6? We got 6, and I know there's more than 6 people watching live right now, so that's you who you fucked up. So here we hang on, let me put some background music for you. Just before.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. What are you feeling?
I like that intro song, by the way. That was really good.
Thank you. All right. You spin when the beat drops, all right?
Oh, hey!
Look at this. What's that? I'm not good at reading license plates, usernames. Like I'm not very good at them. What's going on here? Deeper end?
It's a deep end, and it's just spelled differently. Maybe deep end.
Did you spell deep end incorrectly? Can you let us know in the chat, please? What the fuck is that? And how do we pronounce that? And also, are you in our Discord? Because if you are, please reach out to me. Let us know in the chat right now if you're in there. That makes giving you this beer or bet a whole lot easier for me. This wasn't Lachlan for once. So
He wasn't. He was next though. He was second. He was after.
Lockie wasn't too far.
He was the next closest. Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. Deep end. I'll call you Deep for now until I figure it out.
We'll give him another minute to respond because we haven't.
Might be one of our Indian viewers.
Could be.
Could be an old man Deep. Pradeep.
Could be. There he is. Are you in the Discord? Yep, call me Deep.
Deep, you in the Discord? Tell us. Let us know. You in our Discord? Because if you are, I need you to reach out to me, bruh.
You are. What's your Discord name?
You're not. There's no Deep in the Discord. I tell you that.
And don't try joining now because we'll know that as well.
Well, you can join now. Like, that's not.
What's your Discord name, Deep?
Deep, let us know, bruh. You fucker. Like, these one-word answers aren't helping us.
Yeah, you gotta put 2 words together.
Put the words together, lad. Or whilst. I can't say that either. You fucker. Look, can you spell that for me? This is his username. How do you say that?
Hang on. I'm not even gonna try that.
He's from Kazakhstan, the motherfucker.
Where are you from, Deep?
Let us know, bro. Tell us everything. Or something like that. I have seen that username rolling around the Discord, though, I must tell you.
I've got one YFDGHFG, but there's no SJ.
It's not very close.
Australia.
He's from Australia.
All right, so we can send you beer. Okay.
Pradeep from Australia. So I can send you beers. DM me on Discord, and I'll get it rolling. So let's wrap this thing up. Somehow, 43 minutes in, tried to fucking shorten things up. I fucking blame you pricks for taking so long to put Francis Molan in the chat, believe it or not. But hope you like the shorter show. We've got a snake each rolling this round. Hopefully you followed along. If you didn't, bad luck to you when it hits, motherfucker. But we'll see you all next week on the next show. Catch you later.
See you guys.